In this section we want to work with the division, and we say the quotient of A and B is A divided by B, or in this form A over B, or I can write it like this, A slash B, or B into A when I'm doing long division problems. Now as far as the meaning of division goes, 12 divided by 3 is 4 because 3 times 4 is 12. Just as subtraction was the inverse operation for addition, division is the inverse operation for multiplication. So multiplication and division are inverse operations. This number is called the dividend. The thing we divide by is the divisor, and the number that we get is called the quotient. So the quotient of 12 and 3 is equal to 4. Let's go to the board and work a few problems. First, we want to write in symbols. The quotient of 20 and 4 is 5. The quotient of 20 and 4 is 5. Well, one way to write that is this way. 20 over 4 is equal to 5. So this stands for the quotient of 20 and 4, and that's true, isn't it? 20 divided by 4 is 5 because 5 times 4 gives us 20. Here's our next problem. Write in words, 48 divided by 6 is equal to 8. Well, how about if we say the quotient of 48 and 6 is 8. So the quotient of 48 and 6 is equal to 8, and that's true, isn't it? 48 divided by 6 is 8 because 8 times 6 gives us 48. Next problem, we want to just do some division. 40 divided by 5. Well, 40 divided by 5 must be 8 because 8 times 5 is 40. So this is true because 5 times 8 gives us 40. 9 divided by 0 is, well, question mark. Whatever it is such that 0 times it will give me 9. But is there any number I can multiply times 0 and get 9? The answer is no, there isn't. There is no number to multiply by 0 to get 9. So this is, we say, undefined. That is, there is no number to associate with 9 divided by 0. Because if there was a number, let's say 9 divided by 0 was some number, then that number times 0 would have to give us 9 back, and that can't happen. On the other hand, 0 divided by 9, well, whatever that number is, it has to be such that 9 times it gives me 0. Well, what do I multiply by 9 to get 0? The answer is 0. So 0 divided by 9 is 0. 9 divided by 0 is undefined. If I wrote those in sort of fraction form, 9 over 0, that's undefined. 0 over 9, that's equal to 0. So we can't divide by 0. Later when we work with fractions, what we'll say is we can't have 0 in the denominator. Let's look at some problems that involve what's called long division. I have 138 divided by 6. I want to do this problem, so I'm going to set it up this way. 6 divided into 138. And what I'm going to do is just estimate how many 6's are in 138. And one way to do that is to just guess. So I'll say that there's about 20 6's in 138. So I'm going to write my 20 right here. 20 times 6 is 120. I subtract to see how much I'm off by. I end up with 18. How many 6's are in 18? The answer is 3. So I'll write that 3 right here. 3 times 6 is 18. I subtract and get 0. So I see that my estimate, when I add my estimates up, I end up with 23. So I think my answer to 138 divided by 6 is 23. And in fact it is, because if I multiply 6 times 23, I get 138. Now what I want to do is write all of this in little shorthand form, and it will look this way. 6 into 138, or 138 divided by 6, I'll say 6 divides into 13 twice. Then I multiply. 2 times 6 is 12. I subtract. 3 subtract 2 is 1, and I bring down the next number, 8. Now I divide 6 into 18. It goes 3 times. I write the 3 right there. 3 times 6 is 18. I subtract and get 0, and that's why my answer is 23. So this version right here is a shorthand form of this version. Let's go and look at our next problem. I have 5 divided into 7,650. I'll start by estimating how many times 5 divides into 7. I'll get 1. Now I multiply. 1 times 5 is 5. I subtract. 7 subtract 5 is 2. Bring down the next number, 6. And now I start the process all over again. I'll estimate how many times 5 divides into 26. My estimate is 5. 5 times 5 is 25. I multiply and then subtract to see how much my estimate is off by. 6 subtract 5 is 1. 2 subtract 2 is 0. Bring down my next number, 5. 5 divides into 15 3 times. 3 times 5 is 15. Subtract and get 0. I have another number to bring down, which is 0. 5 divides into 0 0 times. So it's important that I put that last 0 up there. Every time I bring one of these numbers down like this, I need to do another division each time. Even if what I brought down is 0, and so the number right here is 0, 5 divides into 0 0 times. Let's look at our last problem. I have 28 into 12,096. Now I'm going to erase this right here. So I'll estimate 28 into 12. It won't go, so I'll say 28 into 120. I'll make that estimate. 28 into 120, I'm going to say about 4 times. Because this is about 30, and 4 times 30 would be 120, so that's a good estimate. 4 times 8 is 32. Carry the 3. 4 times 2 is 8, 9, 10, 11. So I multiply, I get 112. Now I subtract. 0 subtract 2, I borrow a 1 from this. That gives me 10. 10 subtract 2 is 8. Bring down the next number, which is 9. I'm going to say 28 goes into 89. Should we try 3? 3 times 8 is 24. Carry the 2. 3 times 2 is 6, 7, 8. Now I subtract. 9 subtract 4 is 5. 8 subtract 8 is 0. Bring down the 6. 28 divides into 56 twice. 2 times 28 is 56. Subtract and get 0. So this is that long division process. I'm sure that you've seen this somewhere before. This is really just a review of that process. A lot of these division problems, of course, if you're doing them for yourself, you would do them using a calculator. But it is important that you know how to do a division problem longhand anyways, even in the case that you don't have a calculator available to you. So this is a look at how you do those type of problems.